Good evening, and to our Amish viewers,
Shouldn't you be building a barn and not watching TV?
this is Action News Always Live. I'm Bree Betlajeski.
And I'm Colin Coyle, and here are this week's top stories. After a lifelong battle against social progress, Associate Justice of the Supreme Court Antonin Scalia passed away at the age of 79. Scalia served on the Supreme Court for nearly 30 years. During his tenure, he was an advocate for constitutional interpretation, vocally opposed affirmative action and discrimination protection, and supported a bill that would have made the death penalty a possible punishment for convicted criminals aged 15 and up. Following Scalia's death, Republicans are up in arms after it was confirmed that President Obama has planned on appointing a 16-year-old gay black murderer as his successor.
In more serious news, The Bachelor is turning 20 years old. The highly influential matchmaking show, which attempts to find true love over the course of a 2-month period, has officially been renewed for a 21st season. We just can't wait to watch another sexual deviant ruin the dreams of 19 beautiful women just so we can pick one bimbo who, is never good enough for mom. And then you just know that they're gonna break up eventually anyway. Like, what kind of television is this? Like, you weren't happy with the first 20 women you picked in the beginning? I just don't understand, really?
That just sounds like a much more personal problem you have with the show than maybe how it may be representative of everyone as a whole. Because personally, have you seen season 19? Oh my God, Brad was a dream.
I'm really sensitive when it comes to this topic.
Eccentric actor, performance artist, and professional homeless person Shia LaBeouf caused quite a stir this past week with the debut of his latest art piece entitled Spending 24 Hours in an Elevator at Oxford University. In the piece, Shia spends 24 hours in an elevator at Oxford University. Thousands of people lined up to take a 4-minute elevator ride with Shia LaBeouf. One man, claiming to be a performance artist himself, asked Shia to punch him in the face. Following some initial hesitation, Shia eventually complied and punched the happy fan in the face.
So wait, you're telling me that people literally stood in a line just so Shia LaBeouf could punch them in the face in an elevator?
Yeah, but it was at Oxford.
So?
Duh, it's at Oxford. It's art.
But the celebrity and the mob community are mourning after the death of the famous mob wife, Angela Varioli, more commonly referred to as Big Ange. Ange lost her battle with cancer at the age of 55. Now, in honor of our loss, we'd like to take a moment of silence.
Have you no decency?
Now we're going to send it over to Jake in the field, who will be elaborating on this loss with a family friend of Big Ange.
Thanks, Bree. The sudden passing of Big Ange has left the world deeply saddened. Here with me today is Representative Mr. Donatello Parmigiano. Mr. Parmigiano, please tell me, how are you holding up in these trying times?
Please, Jake. Call me Don down the docks, please.
My apologies, Mr. Don to the Docks.
Hey, forget about it, it's all right.
So how has the family been handling the sudden loss of Big Ange?
You know, it's been a tough day, Jake, Mr. Choice. It's been a very tough day for all of us. We're going through a deep phase of mourning right now. It's very hard for all of us here at the Parmigiano family.
Of course. How exactly did you know Big Ange?
Me and Big Ange, we go way back. Back in the late 80s, we used to move contraband prosciutto down by the docks in Hoboken. It was a very, very close relationship we had.
Okay. Thank you. If we could just refrain from maybe the more illegal things. But,
My apologies.
But please, how is the family reacting to this?
Well, Jake, it's very obvious that this was a clear and direct message from the cancer family. We here at the Parmigiano family, we are not taking this very lightly, and it is our time now to respond very quick, very aggressively. Someone could die, maybe, I don't know. It's not going to be our fault. A couple bones are going to break, got to send a message. We got to stop this. It's unnecessary.
I'm really sorry, but Mr. Down by the Docks, with my sincerest apologies, cancer is not a family. It's an illness, a disease.
The disease is a perfect word for this freaking family. This has gone on long enough. All the backstabbing they've done, all the people they hurt, we're going to stop it down. Don't worry. The Parmigiano family, we're going to take care of this. We're going to make sure the Big Ange doesn't die.
Mr. Down by the Docks, I'm sorry. No, cancer is an illness, and
Yeah,
it's where the body it can't keep the cells.
Yeah,
they
the cells.
uncontrollably
These people are
divide,
gonna wish they were in a freaking cell after I'm done with them. You know, it's a unnecessary. Wait. You said it was an illness? This is an illness, not a family.
Yeah, that's correct. It's an illness, not a family. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, like a disease, not a person. No. Big Ange had throat cancer.
So you mean to tell me that this cancer is not a family showing a sign of disrespect to my family, but instead it is a disease?
And then no, sir. It's, cancer is a disease. It's not a family.
Mr. Troy, my sincerest apologies. That was unnecessary rage that should be vented towards somewhere else.
Forget about it, as they say. I think. Don't worry about it. Mr.
Are you mocking me?
What?
Are you mocking me, Mr. Troy?
No, of course not.
Okay, good. Because the last guy did that. He was in a Hoboken River with a couple cement shoes on. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a very fun time. It was fun for us. You know, we had a couple of laughs. I put a bottle of wine, and no, not for him. No.
Good God.
He hasn't seen in a couple of years. It wasn't me though. That's why.
So, do you at least are there any plans, like reparations for
I think
Big Ange, like,
after
in
this
memory?
after this revelation that cancer is in fact a disease, we will be holding a charity dinner with bacala, of course, some spaghetti, maybe some meatballs. You know, Big Ange would have loved that. We're gonna raise a charity dinner, a couple $1,000 maybe, to stop this disease, and not a family. To get this, make sure people know, because it was confusing at first. I gotta admit, you know, I didn't expect that part.
Well, that's touching. That's really heartwarming. I have to thank you for your time, Mr. Down by the Docks. We have no more, but yes, as always, we appreciate that. Even after death, Big Ange will still live on and inspire others through this worthy cause.
Thank you, Mr.
So
Troy.
Thank you again for your time.
I appreciate it. I want to thank you too. I know Big Ange looking down at us past their enormous fake knockers. She's looking down on all of us right now. You know, I feel very blessed. Thank you.
And you're welcome. As am I. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Jake. We're extremely flattered that a member of Big Ange's family could come and sit down and speak to us at a time such as this. This was clearly something we all cared very deeply about.
And now we'll be back after this quick commercial break.
Are you sick and tired of having too many options? Did you never make it down to the cinema to see movies such as Escape from New York, Risky Business, or Lethal Weapon? We didn't. Come on down to Blockbuster, the place that may or may not exist depending on where you reside. Here at Blockbuster, we have a large selection of over 34 movies on VHS, and very soon, DVD. Movies not your thing? Don't worry about it. We have video games too, and for the latest consoles like the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. While you're at it, pick up some weird snacks like stove popcorn and maybe some candy that doesn't have hair on it? We don't know. Memberships here are free, so you can start renting as soon as possible. So what are you waiting for? Come down to Blockbuster today. Maybe, but you should come.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Action News, always live. Now we're going to send it over to Larry, who this week had a chance to sit down with the co-presidents of Run.
Hey everybody, Larry Martino here, filling in for Colin Coyle, who's filling in for Larry Martino. Today I have a very, very important guest with me. Now, don't ask me how, but we here at Action News Always Live pulled some strings, and we have the president in studio with us. Everyone, Mr. President, it's an honor to meet you, sir. I'm just real happy that I get this opportunity. It's fantastic.
Nice to meet you.
Now, first question I gotta ask: what's it like being a president? You know, what are some of the perks? You know, what you get paid? How is it?
There's no perks.
Wow. Really?
I just got paid $5 in a lump sum, and then I come in once a day,
So
and I leave.
the recession is hitting us all pretty hard.
Yeah, I don't
Can
do
you take us
anything.
through like a daily life of Alex the president?
I wake up, I walk in the office, sit there, watch YouTube videos, a little bit of Twitter, just a little bit of Twitter.
Just enough. You gotta get just a little bit.
Just a little bit of Twitter.
But it's productive, you know. You gotta do. That's what you have to do.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, funny vines.
Everyone loves.
Everyone loves funny
Everyone loves funny vines. Like, I mean, what are you supposed to watch? So I guess like my next question would be,
Right.
how did you even get to this position? How, let alone get elected into this position? It's crazy, right?
It's funny to say that. In modern day America, not a lot of people get elected. You know, it's all kind of like behind the doors, closed shit. You know how that happens. And I was just picked by one guy.
You were just
he picked
picked?
me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There was no vote. It was unanimous.
So your votes really don't matter, I guess.
Nope,
Wow.
they don't matter at all. They never did.
This is the hard hitting questions we answer. It turns out your votes don't matter, but keep going to vote. I mean, don't mind us. Now I have to ask, what are your opinions? Where do you stand against radical terrorists such as ISIS, and what are you doing to take a stand against them? Because this is getting out of control. These people are crazy.
What'd you say?
Radical terrorists, yeah. What's your view? Like, how are you going to stop that?
I mean, I guess they got to do what they got to do, man. I mean, if it gets us new camera equipment, new TVs, new couch, new rug, new painted floor, new cameras, new IMAX.
I mean, I guess. I mean, you got to
do what you got to do.
You
let's be
got to do what you got to do. I understand
As
that.
long as nothing happens to me, I'm okay with it. That fair?
I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So moving on very swiftly, what's it like living in the White House? It looks really big in pictures.
No, it's actually really, really small.
Really?
It's been broken into twice.
Looks
I've
big
had
on the
over
pictures.
$2,000 of stuff stolen from me. No alarm system. It's basically the hood, and it's right outside Trenton. Basically.
Right outside the White House is in Washington, though.
Wait, we're talking about two different White Houses here, I think.
No, you're talking about the wrong one. The one is in Washington. That's where you live. You're the president.
You're talking about the President of the United States.
Yeah, you are. Well, you're a president of some country, I imagine.
No, not so much a country.
What do you mean?
Rider University, have you heard that place?
No, you're the president of Run.
No,
That's
no,
not.
no.
That's a country.
Runs the Rider University. No,
I don't think you know what you signed up for, because I'm pretty sure it's a country.
I know what.
I've never been there before. That's why, I wasn't sure. That's why I didn't want to say Run. I'm pretty sure Run's a country.
It's not a country, man.
Are you? How did you get in here then? Did you lie on the application sheet? We said
No. You came.
You
looking for
wrote
the
president of Run. You wrote president
Okay.
of Run.
All right.
Run is a place. Well, this is awkward. I must say this is
Yeah.
this is a little unexpected. I'm a little disappointed. I got pretty excited.
You should probably get fired, man.
I mean, someone's gonna get fired. It's not my fault. I didn't fill it.
All right.
Back to you, Bree.
Thanks, Larry. That sure was a completely wasted opportunity. We'll be right back after this brief PSA that we made.
Hey, what percent are you at?
Dude, come on, I literally just started charging.
Jake, I think I'm gonna puke. I need this charger right now. It's really bad.
I can't give you this. I can't give you my chart. I can't do it.
What am I gonna do? It's gonna die.
But it says I need the new. But it says I need the new Apple OS. And if I unplug it, I'm not gonna have enough. I'm not gonna have. What the fuck's going on? I can't. This is my birthday.
As usual, our useless weatherman has been rehired for the 7th time and counting. So without further ado, let's see what Stormy Forney's bitch ass is up to for this week.
Thanks, guys. We're here at the Jersey Shore, and it's a great day for a swim.
Jamal, that's a lake.
Yes, I do look good, Colin. The babes are out here, out and about, and they're looking for a good time.
Jamal, frankly, I see no women, and I believe there's a dead squirrel behind you.
Thanks, Colin. I think they're checking me out, too. I better start my stretches. Don't worry. I brought my aerobics mixtape with me.
What? Jamal, when did you take your shirt off? Jamal, why are you stretching?
It's all about dexterity, Colin.
Dexterity. I highly doubt you know what that word means. Sure. Why not? F it. Fine. You're clearly useless.
Thanks, Colin. I'm about to go for a swim. See you guys next time.
Shining so bright, we take the spotlight. We are the ones, we're the champions.
Well, thanks, Jamal, for always being a counterproductive asset to our
Literally
team.
never any use.
Never. I think that's all we have for you tonight, folks. We would like to thank all of our sponsors for funding our zero-profit show. A huge shout-out to Blockbuster.
Blockbuster company, I think, is going really far, really going places.
Discontinued company as of now. Again, I am Colin Coyle.
And I am Bree Beteljeski. That's the end.